the channel. Today I'm going to do a top 20 list of my top 20 favourite bands and artists. If you have your own list, please comment below. I'm only going to say one line about each person or band because this video could be 3 hours long. And obviously I don't want it to be 3 hours long. So not at number 20, just going to get straight into it, no faffle today. Number 20, last on the list, but by no means a bad artist. We have Janis Joplin, the queen of soul music, in my mind. That's obviously subjective, but burp, thank you. Pardon me. Her voice is truly spectacular. Like, if you listen to my two favourite songs of her are Cosmic Blues and Maybe from her first solo album, which is just amazing. Her vocals, her voice is so good. Number 19, we have Blur, the 90s Britpop band, headed by Damien Albarn. I love Britpop and I love their sound, but it's never been one of my favourites. I've never really connected with Blur. It just never did it for me. Some of their hits, like Countryman, A Charmless Man, or Country House, sorry, Charmless Man, Song 2 is great. There's a load of great hits, but I never... Number 18, the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. Now, obviously you can't deny how talented and brilliant Elvis Presley is. Absolute legend. Number 18, the king of pop music, Michael Jackson. Again, you cannot deny how talented he is. Off the Wall, Thriller, Bad, Free, just 10 out of 10 amazing albums in a row. Number 16, we have the Stone Roses, who arguably started Britpop, or they were like the brain. I don't know what the word is, but they started the Manchester scene of Britpop. Following on, the Stone Roses were massive Smiths fans. The Smiths started the sort of Manchester indie scene, or they made it big and paved the way for bands like the Stone Roses and Oasis and so on. And the Stone Roses were the biggest influence for Oasis, as well as the Smiths and other bands, but mostly the Stone Roses. And two songs from them you want to listen to, I Am the Resurrection and Fool's Gold. Absolute classics. Love, love, love. Oh, I can't remember his name, but the lead singer's vocals. Number 15, we have Ziggy Stardust, Black Star, what other names? The Thin White Duke. We have David Bowie. Again, you cannot deny how talented David Bowie is, my god. So many great albums. And his last album, Black Star, still haunts me. It's the most beautiful album I've ever heard. My god. Number 14, we have Bob Dylan. That's my Bob Dylan voice. But Bob Dylan, one of the greatest songwriters ever. Easily one of the greatest lyricists. Dyslexia for you. I've got number 14 and then number 12. There isn't... Okay, we'll have to think of someone. No. For some reason there isn't a number 13. So just ignore that. That's embarrassing. Number 12, I put The Specials. Absolutely love ska and two-tone ska. If you don't know, Two-Tone is a record label, or was a record label. And The Specials, I don't think they were like the biggest ska band. Maybe they were. But I absolutely love their sound. And the lead singer's vocals and the horns and the guitar, beautiful, brilliant. I've thrown off now. Number 11, we have The Jam, another band from the same era. Paul Weller is so talented. He's an amazing singer, an amazing songwriter. And Bruce Foxton, who did a lot of backup vocals and the rhythm guitar for the band. Well, no, he might have done lead guitar, but amazing, amazing band. I've got the list here. Number 10, we're getting into the top 10. Robin Gallagher's top 10 of all time. We have The Doors with Jim Morrison. I'm a black dog man. That's my Jim Morrison impression. As you know, I love unique voices. And Jim Morrison's singing voice especially when he goes into those higher pitched notes where he's a bit more aggressive. It's so good, it's so beautiful, and I love songs like Backdoor Man and The End, and there's loads of others where he goes up into this angrier, more aggressive register that really kicks me up the ass. I love it. Brilliant. We have number 9. We have the lyrical miracle, the rap god, Eminem. As you know, I've gotten massively back into Eminem and just absolutely love him. So many great albums and songs, and just love the man. Number 8, we have Green Day. What can you say about one of the greatest punk rock bands of all time? I know they've sort of, it's kind of sad to say, but Green Day have sort of fallen off a bit. The last few albums have been but that happens, A band that's been going on for as long as Green Day have, it was bound to happen eventually. We can only hope they get back on the train. But American Idiot, 21st Century Breakdown, Nimrod, Dookie, Insomnia, Warning, I think it's called. So many amazing albums. The albums that I grew up with, my childhood. But I hate acid reflux. Number 7, we have Prince. Now, I actually have, funnily enough, I have this album already out because I was listening to it. But my favourite Prince album, and Prince himself is one of my favourite of all time. I mean, he's 7 on the list. For me, it's his writing. He's amazing lyricist. And his vocals, my God. The man can make a guitar sing as well, but his singing is one of the most unique and amazing voices ever. It's number 6. I am so tired. Number 6, we have Linkin Park. Now, Linkin Park brings up a lot of emotions for me. Their music was incredibly influential during school. I'm not going to go into it, but I wasn't very liked in school. Go and watch my bullying video if you want to learn about it. And I would come home and just listen to Linkin Park. Because Chester and Mike's angry and aggressive, why did you do this to me sort of style really resonated with me, and I loved them. Number 5, top 5, we have Joy Division, who would only ever release 2 albums, sadly, but both 10 out of 10 amazing albums. We have Unknown Pleasures, She's Lost Control, I Remember Nothing, and then Closer with Decades and The Eternal, and so many amazing songs, and Love Will Tear Us Apart, and a plethora of amazing B-sides that you need to listen to. Number 4, we have The Smiths, probably the most not controversial but polarizing band. I love The Smiths. They're number 4 on my list. My dad hates The Smiths, and I know a few people who cannot stand Morrissey singing, but I think Morrissey has one of the most amazing and unique voices I've ever heard, and I absolutely love them. Their lyrics speak to me as a single, lonely, depressed person, and just Mara's guitar work is amazing. Number 3 on the list, we have Pink Floyd, of course, the greatest prog rock band of all time. If I was to sit here and name all the great albums by Pink Floyd, we'd be here for another 4 minutes. So many great albums. For Pink Floyd, I'd recommend you listen to The Division Bell, because it's a post-Walters era and it kind of gets overlooked. I see it everywhere when people trash on that album, but it's amazing, especially the closing track, High Hopes. It blows my mind away. Now, number 2, you probably know, The Beatles. John, George, Paul and Ringo. What can you say about the easily... So I have I call them the greatest band of all time, as well as my favourite band. And you can't deny that the Beatles are the greatest band of all time. What they did was legendary and cannot be beaten. Amazing singing, amazing guitar, amazing drumming from Ringo, amazing vocals, and what they did will never be beaten. Drake has a tattoo of Abbey Road where he stood in front of John, and I'm like, dude, dude, the Beatles did what they did in a time before internet, before TV, or mostly like colour TV and proper TV, or as what we would know as TV, you know. And you're just being an ass. You're never going to beat the Beatles, so shut up. Huh. Number one is the greatest band of all time, my favourite band, Oasis. Liam and Noel Gallagher together create some of the best rock music you will ever hear. Liam Gallagher's singing is my favourite by a country mile. By a country mile. His vocals are so unique and powerful. His voice is so... It can be really aggressive and angry and angsty and rigid, or it can be really soft and melodramatic at the same time. He has an amazing singing voice, and he's also, he won't say this, but he's also a great lyricist. He only wrote 10 songs for Oasis, but are some of the most beautiful songs that he's done. And of course, Noel Gallagher isn't the best guitarist or the best vocalist. He can sing, and he can sing really well. He has a beautiful voice, but Noel Gallagher's voice isn't that unique. What sets him apart is his writing. And people go, oh no, you can't say that. How can you put him in front of The Master Plan, Wonderwall, Live Forever, Live Forever, Live Forever? I have it tattooed on my skin. Live Forever, Supersonic, Rock and Roll Star, Be Here Now. I could go on. His writing is so beautiful. He is an amazing lyricist. So yeah, that's my top 20 list. Thanks for watching, and join me tomorrow where I will go into more in depth, about why Oasis is number one. If you have your own list, comment them below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Video just where I explain why Oasis. God damn it, you muppet! You were supposed to try again.